New lines, new headlines that where we get on this program, we get comments, we get chats from all over the world on this happening taking ground in the whole of Nigeria. My name remains Falade Folare. Congratulations and welcome to once again to the program. Without wasting much time, I'd like to you cannot separate them. You cannot separate them. This morning, yes, now is starts from the Nigerian, the new nation, the nation newspapers. The major headlines here says, Delta killings, troops recover the composing hearts of killed soldiers. Yes, that's in the nation newspaper today, Saturday, 23rd March 2024. Obi loses grip on Labour Party. As party files petition against NLC and Nigeria. INEC canvasses early security arrangements for Ondo and Edo elections. And the Saturday Vanguard this morning, Okwama massacre, the untold story, the fears, the posters. You can get this on the page 10 of the Saturday Vanguard this morning. Killing fields, 6,931 people killed under Tinubu in 10 months. That's in the Saturday Vanguard. Yes, I quickly go to the Punch this morning. Tinubu may announce minimum wage on Workers' Day. Workers' Day is May 1st. Tinubu may announce new minimum wage on Workers' Day. I'll quickly go to the Guardian newspapers. Stop paying pension to past governors, deputies. That's according to former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Ijo Youth fought former minister on Okwama killings. You can get all that from the Guardian newspapers this morning. Now we go straight to the Saturday Times. Outrage in Federal Capital Territory as Emefiele's ally, Emefiele, former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, his ally Paul Odili swims in allegations of land grabbing. You can get that in the Saturday Times this morning. Yes, quickly go to Blueprint Weekend. Buy made in Nigerian goods, services to sustain gains. Tinubu tells Nigeria. Platform Time says, police uncover foreigners camp in Ogun. Arrest Togolese, Cameroonians, and Niger officials. Bauchi governor pardons 9 inmates, 96 inmates. Yes, that's major newspapers that we're going to be talking about this morning. I want to bring in one of our major reviewers on bystanders at the newsstand. Mr. Chinedu, you are welcome to bystanders this morning. Yes, stop paying pensions to past governors and deputies. What is your take on that?
I think it's a good development. There's a legislation should be sponsored in that regard, and it's happening at a time where the government, the federal government themselves, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is trying to cut the cost of governance, so that be able to run his government, have access to funds to do other things, considering the type of government we are operating. Because of that, a lot of people have come up with the idea, that maybe we should go to return back to a parliamentary system or bicameral legislature. Yes, and this is part of what we are trying to talk about. And remember, most of these governors, has more than they can even, more than that is expected of them. So for Alex Oti, the governor of Abia State, to say that publicly, that there is going to be something like that and be supported by the former president of this country, I think it's a welcome development, and it should be encouraged, because such funds, can be channeled to other developmental and economic activities.
Okay, now looking at what is it called? A senator who is also a former governor in Ogun State, Otumba, His Excellency Otumba Gbenga Daniel, when he resumed his Senate seat, he said he wrote a letter to the governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, that he should stop his pension. And one of the reasons why he said he should stop his pension was because he's receiving salary as a senator now. So why waste resources on? But sometimes, do you not think that because some of these governors, after being governors, have nothing else to do, that's why they still believe they must get these pensions and all that?
A lot of things that goes with that office can take their generation for a lifetime. That's just a fact. There are perks of the office. They have a lot, to live on. And apart from that, too, they can still work, after they have left office, either to go into farming, to establish something that can, at the end of the day, generate money for them. You understand? It's something to be done. It's a good thing. Instead of depending on government also to continue to pay your bills, feed your family and all that. So, but what I'm saying is this: from what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to do, is trying to say, trying to stop some government officials, ministers, from traveling abroad for one thing or the other, at least for now, so that we'll see how the economy is going to come up to a level. I think a lot of governors are beginning to trend that line. I see how they go also in their own jurisdiction or state how they are going to, cut the cost of governance, especially, all the former ministers, permanent secretaries, senators and all that. Things should come down to that regard so that, money can be available to do other things in terms of developmental projects. But the fact still remains that I think there should be a legislation to that. They should give it legal undertone. They should support it legally instead of just by fiat or wherever be by executive order. No, you should go down the process. Let it be legitimized so that people will know that, okay, this is what it's all about. But that at the end of the day, such thing can also encourage corruption on the part of the politicians, because having this understand that at the end of the day, when they left office, they're not going to fall back to anything. They might use that opportunity to amass wealth. So that's why I'm saying that something should go through legislation so that things will be properly looked into and we're able to come out with the best legislation in that regard.
Okay, still looking at this area, the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, has been doing wonderful works. What can you say is the reason why he's doing this, and why has he been why is he doing something different from past governors?
Of course, now we know that he's the only Labour Party governor in Nigeria for now, and a lot of Nigerians still have sympathy for Labour Party because the symbol, the career, the flag bearer of Labour Party, seems to have the support of so many Nigerians, and I think on a conscious note, Alex Oti was thoroughly briefed, and he understands that if eventually at this point in time, that reference will be made to the only governor of Labour Party in Nigeria, what has he done? Talk less of P2B, maybe now or tomorrow becoming the president, what is going to do? So people will always reflect that, but that consciousness is already there. So what Alex Oti is trying to do is that, when a party like Labour Party comes into position of power, presidency, Nigerians should be rest assured there's going to be high level of transformation, economic transformation, commercial transformation, agriculture, in every sector. Especially the only thing that will boost Nigerian economy is electricity, and that has been done. Be the first state, to enjoy 48 hours non-stop electricity. I think it's a
24 hours.
Yes, I'm just saying it that way. For the first time, a particular state is enjoying, non-stop power supply. So I think it's a welcome development, and it's a pointer that something is possible nationally in Nigeria when there is the political will and there is a support for that.
Thank you. On a final note, what can you say? Can maybe an advice to other governors to emulate Alex Oti?
Of course, now this is a request for the people. It's not about the governors. It's not about the leadership. It's about the dividends of democracy. And that this very particular sector, has been neglected for the past 30 or 40 or 50 decades now. Power issue has never worked in Nigeria. You understand? And it plays a major role in the economic transformation of a country like Nigeria. If we can be able to solve the problem of electricity, I can be rest assured that the economy of Nigeria, the GDP, will definitely come up. I think that is what, and the good thing about it is that it's happening under the administration of the first civilian president of Yoruba extraction, talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You understand? And remember also that the person that went there to commission that project in Abia State was the vice president of this present administration. So what is a factor, that other governors should sit up. I think there has been a kind of underground move, by some governors to understudy how the transformation of the power generation plant came into existence in Abia State. Maybe they want to take it up from there. But I'm sure that such a thing is going to come to a place like Anambra State and some parts of the north who are also clamoring to have something, you know, and it should be courage. It's an example that electricity problem issue in Nigeria can be solved.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu. Nice having you on Newsstand, bystanders at the Newsstand. Yes, Mr. Nee.
Morning.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
This morning.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, there's this news making rounds that governors and their deputies' pensions must be scrapped, according to what Alex Oti, the governor of Abia State, the only Labour Party governor in Nigeria, has done. What's your take on that?
Yes, indeed, I think it's a good initiative. But of course, we know that people have to go out en masse to request for it. Let me tell you, there's no other governor that would want to push for that if it's not evidently and aggressively pushed by the people. Alex Oti is just one of a kind. And if other governors, if they don't push for it, it's not a crime. Okay, because it is constitutional for them to be paid pension. But if every other state wants such initiative, I think the people should go out and protest for it. But if you think your governor will just wake up and say, okay, I want to abolish the pension scheme, if he doesn't do it, he has not sinned, he has not committed any offense, because it's constitutional. It's constitutional. And because Alex Oti has done it, doesn't make him in any way better than any other governor who decides not to do it. So if the people want it, they should go all out there and protest for it.
Yes, some people are saying Alex Oti is doing all these good works because they would like to come back for the second term. And usually governors work so hard in their first tenure that when they come back, when they are returned for a second term, nothing is being done. Do you foresee such occurrence? Do you think that is why Alex Oti is working day and night this period?
No. Alex Oti is a man of integrity, and I think he's a man who is so patriotic to states, the God-owned states. Alex Oti has been philanthropical to his state even before he became a governor. The love for his state is unquantifiable. I think people who say such words are people who have suffered for so much, and they don't tend to believe or trust any issue or any appearance of kindness from governors. So it becomes uncommon. Alex Oti today is uncommon. So people see it like it's too good to be true. But for me, I think Alex Oti is just a man who wants to see Abia compete with a Lagos state or even surpass it. And I think that is what we want as Nigerians. We want a situation whereby we have what we call this positive competition, all right, whereby we have that competition internally, whereby each state will be like, I can be better than you. There are so many states, I've said it, there are so many states that can be better than Lagos State.
That can be better,
yes,
or are better?
That can. Right now today, there's no state that is better than Lagos State. But there are so many states that has that capacity, they have that potential. As a matter of fact, they have that geographical, gift scenery. Look at, take a state like Taraba. Taraba has every potential to be better than Lagos State. They have that tourist capacity. Taraba is so beautiful that I will tell you that people will come from America and spend $10,000 to $20,000 per week. Lagos State is not attracting that. Do you get what I mean? So the question is, every state has suffered from lack of good governance. And I think it's just in recent times we are seeing that some governors are trying, like the governor we have in, the governor we had in River State as our last time. Wike did a good job in Lagos State, in in Borno State, in Abia State and the likes. So we are seeing that some governors are trying to be good. But look at Ogun State. Ogun State After Lagos State, Ogun State should be the next in line. But Ogun State is nowhere to be found because Ogun State has suffered from bad leaders. Most especially Dakwa Abiodun. Dakwa Abiodun is a terrible governor. I'm telling you.
Why did you say he's a terrible governor?
Dakwa Abiodun has every wherewithal, every resource to ensure that all the connecting roads, all the border areas between Lagos and Ogun State are attractive, whereby he can, he can lure in investors, he can charge land use and all that. But he's not doing that. He's not doing that. You get me? So that's why I said that Dakwa Abiodun seems to be clueless.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I have all our reviewers. We have all our reviewers, some of our reviewers on bystanders here this morning to pass a very quick information on the forthcoming Easter celebration. Yes, Mr. Ralph, you're welcome. I have to say here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, our esteemed viewers. Yesterday we did some introduction of our get together, but let me say that two persons already reached out to us. One say we should not mention his name, and one say we can mention his name. Maybe just
yes, Prince Gabriel. Yes, some of our viewers from the diaspora has lent a hand of support to our forthcoming Easter get-together that we reviewers, all our reviewers, do here. And we want to say a big thank you to Mr. Gabriel. He sent to the house 20,000 naira. And what I said we should not mention his name. Also from the United States, I sent 30,000 naira. We are still seeking more support to make sure that this Easter celebration is.
So we are using this avenue to encourage others to kindly, as they are being led, reach out to us for the purpose of that forthcoming get together. My number for purpose of emphasis is 070 899 58243. 070 899 58243. It's on WhatsApp. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Mr. Ralph, you're welcome to the program this morning. Yes, one of the major news making rounds this morning is as a result of Obasanjo's visit. I know Alex Oti has done it before Obasanjo came to visit him.
Yeah.
Alex Oti, Obasanjo has said Nigerian government should emulate Alex Oti, the executive governor of Abia State, in making sure that they stop pensions of former governors and
their
former
deputy
governors.
Yeah, that's a good welcome, solution profiling by Lex Oti, because if you look at our challenges as Nigerians, we find out that our challenges are mountainous. It's just like Mountain Everest. They finish. These challenges, it doesn't stop on and on. When a governor finish, Mr. Kola, for 8 years, if you see the kind of emolument, if you see the kind of money benefit these people are receiving, yet out of office, you will be like, wow. Until that, Nigeria has lavished resources on the ex-presidents, ex-governors, ex-vice presidents, ex-deputies, and the other people that serve in various federal government agencies and state government agencies. It is a wasteful thing. It is too wasteful to spend money on somebody that has lived on government payroll for 8 years. Government service, do you know how much their salary were? Do you know how much they have stolen in the past? Yes, they are paying them. They are going home with fat payments. I don't know whether it is gratuity. I don't know whether I will call it emolument. I don't know what to say. Pension, too fat.
much money. It is unfair. It is wasting of what? Resources that belongs to the states. And Lesotho has started it. Ajus Okano is not going to receive any money again. He's my brother. I'm an Igbo man. I don't mince my words. I don't pet truths. I'm an Igbo man. He should not pay Theodore Oji anything kobo again. He was there for years. He stole and stole and stole. Look at Abia State. Abia State has woken up after 24 years. Abia State was dead. A dead state. A state with the worst road in the world. Do you know what we call Abia State road? Dustbin road. No, it's not blue. Yeah, Dustbin road. The road is always half. 25%, 40% of the road is dustbin. The other left over. 60 is motorable side. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? On though. But look at what Lesotho is doing. Barely 8 months in office. Barely 8 months in office. Just imagine this kind of impunity. Our governors of the Federation are committing, eating the state resources, the money that belongs to every state of Nigeria. I would say eaten or spent. Devoured. They are devourers. They utilize the money for their personal interests. Look at what Lesotho has built a power station. He commissioned it. The vice president went there. Aba is boasting of 24 hours light. Make your cross, your call across to Aba State. Abia State, Aba. They will rapport with you. They will tell you that Aba is now really a Enyimba city that is known for in the past.
Okay, now looking at this, one of the reviewers who came here said something, and he looked at it from another area that when these pensions are being abolished, do you not think sitting governors will always begin to look for opportunities to amass more wealth? Because they know that in neutrality, they won't get anything when they go home.
You see one point. You see something you should know. Whether they do or they don't do, listen, Mr. Kola, these people are stealing money for 8 years. Whether you give them pension or not, they are stealing. I have a question for you. Did they stop stealing money because they were being paid pension in the past? Did they stop? It's vice versa. Upon the fact that they are being paid pensions, running billions of naira, and other benefits, they give them very cool houses. If they list the benefits for you, wow, you will child. See, but still they are stealing money. Still they are stealing. It's better they don't pay them. Anybody that steal, any of the governors that steal money that is meant for the state, taxpayers' money to be answerable to it. The FCC, the anti-graft, we go after them.
Yes, Mr. C told you says, Ralph, waiting be your number. Can you quickly call your number too?
My number is 090 191 48906. 090 191 48906. I'm on WhatsApp. Drop message there. Drop message on WhatsApp.
Thank you very much. Now, before you go, President Bola Tinubu has said he will announce minimum wage by May Day, Thursday.
Anyway, that's one of the many promises of President Bola Tinubu. You know, I always live by examples. I always use quotation, historical quotes to support my point. There are many promises he made. He promised 250 minimum wage or whatever. He's paying workers across Nigeria. He promised many supplement, he gave them many supplement packages in the past. Yet, nothing is being done. Mr. Kola, let me tell you, I'm not satisfied. Whatever Tinubu says, whatever they write on the front page of paper, I don't believe them anymore. This man is under APC political platform. Tinubu is not telling us the truth. I'm saying the truth. I don't believe him. I'm not the kind of person that is gullible to believe all the juicy promises of this
politicians in Nigeria. No, I'm done. I'm not satisfied with them. The way he runs the government based on a platform of falsehood, I don't believe it.
Thank you.
I don't even see it coming.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't see it coming.
But what, you know, it's Workers' Day. It may be a special gift for workers.
Mr. Kola, when the time comes, we will still discuss it here. I will tell you how many workers are receiving such salary. See, our budget, annual budget, quite right, it has been read. We know that. They have shared this money. They have positioned their ghost companies that will, be awarded various contracts across all the constituencies in Nigeria. Ghost companies. From there, they siphon the whole money. Nothing is going on well in Nigeria. I'm telling you, I'm an Igbo man. I don't believe Nigerian government.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My prince, you're welcome. Good morning, sir. Yes. President Bola Tinubu has advised Nigerians to patronize made in Nigeria products to be able to strengthen the naira. How possible do you think this?
See, we will say made in Nigeria product. See, that one is a welcome development from the president. It should start it by example. Because we have many things that we are producing in ourselves, but we don't believe in ourselves. We believe in outside. That's why you see everything dollar, things became hard for us. Let us go the other side. Let us take what we have. You see those things will be going down. No dollar every day. Dollar 1,000, some 500, 600 per dollar. When you go there and buy it and come here, how are you going to sell it? You're going to call people next to get your own. So whereby we not depend on our own, those things will be limited. So according to me, it's a welcome development. We don't want the goodness of Nigeria. We don't want the badness of our house. We don't have another country to go. You understand? So Nigeria was great yesterday because of those situations. But at the end of the day, we're not beginning to bring all those different things from outside country. They not pursue our house. See the textile industry. Which one is working anymore? Before you see any clothes, you see made in Nigerian clothes. Look at all of us here now. Look at all of us here. Nobody is wearing Nigerian clothes. And it's a bullshit. We have to go for what we have and make things good. We have to abolish some certain things to make things all right. Otherwise, it will get worse. So it's a welcome development for the president.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my friends.
You're welcome.
Mr. Kule. Yes, Mr. Kule. You're welcome to Bystanders and Newsstands this morning.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be looking at some of the news making headlines this morning. We're going to be looking at three. The first is the issue of foregoing pensions for former governors and their deputies, which Obasanjo advised. What's your take on that, sir?
Yeah, my take is welcome. It's really welcome, and it's glad for such coming from an experienced leader like President Obasanjo, that he has governed Nigeria twice under the military, khaki military, and the democratic space. But I want to pick out one thing from his statement, in which I will not agree with. It's not only ex-governor. How about the ex-president, past presidents? The largest they are enjoying, they should forfeit it. Likewise, because if you leave the position of president's seat, it's government that will be taking care of you for the rest of your life. If you leave the position of the presidency, the seat of the presidency, you are entitled to a Land Cruiser every year. As year rolls in, you are entitled to a Land Cruiser. If you leave the seat of the presidency of Federal Republic of Nigeria, there is a house, mansion waiting for you. You remember the mansions in Niger that belongs to one of the general. You remember the library in Abeokuta. Who are the people that built it? They are the cronies. They are all these Julius Berger of this world. So Mr. Obasanjo needs to lead by example for the governor to follow suit. Those governors too, pension upon pension, they should stop that. There's no money anywhere to be wasted. and they should be able to sacrifice. Why pension? After you must have make a whole lot of money from the contractors, from the from the system, from the your what's it called, your take home pay of security vote enough. It's enough for you to cover your pension throughout the remaining of your life. But I would still want Mr. Obasanjo, former President Obasanjo, to live by example, and they should be able to walk the talk too. You remember the issue of Otter Farm? It's still boiling. People are still remembering Operation Feed the Nation. People are still remembering the staff of Mr. President in Otta, that the government happens to be paying their salary until what's it called? Buhari came and revoked it.
Was that an allegation or it was confirmed?
That was what was at least it came up.
It was alleged.
It was alleged, but that allegation, did our president came to debunk it? Did he debunk it? No, he didn't debunk it. It was it went viral. It went really viral. There's no smoke without fire. So the governors is talking to, they are culpable. Why the past president too? They are culpable. Because remember, when you talk of the Western life, the Western presidents, I can pick up Barack Obama, an African indigent that came out to be president of America. He had no house.
An American from an African descent.
Yeah. But he still have to trace his roots back to Africa. He's still African child, as you can say. So So what I'm saying is, made one mention. He said, why leader don't need to get corrupt? That he did not complete the mortgage of his house, the payment of the mortgage of his house, until he left the presidency. By going to, book launch, by going to events that they will just take him as the master of the ceremony, or the reviewer, the speakers, and they gathered some money there for him to pay up his mortgage of the house that he's staying now. Why can't our leader emulate such leaders? Why can't our leaders emulate the kind of styles those Western leaders are living? Because you dare not corrupt yourself when you are in power. But Nigeria here, it's a free meal for you to corrupt yourself under any governance you're governing. So to me, it's a welcome development, but let it go deep down to the president too, so that every president that comes, they should retire in their own home, not Julius Berger building mansion. I think you need to go to Katsina and see where our former president is living.
Julius Berger built mansions for them. Yes. It's not from the federal government funds.
From which funds?
From their personal money.
Which personal money? By the time they give you contract, out of the contract, you remove money, you remove each sum of money to build houses for the former leader, past leader. So what is left for you to do that is why Julius Berger has not been able to finish Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Because every day they keep shutting, keep crying out loud that they are short of funds. The fund they have to build, they have to use to build infrastructure for us is the one they are using to build houses for all these leaders. Which is uncalled for. So it is Julius Berger money. It is Julius Berger fault. It is this past leaders' fault. They should stop that. They should not be using Commonwealth money to be, smashing it on politicians, on the past leaders. And I can tell you, you can verify what I'm saying. You see the fact check that past leaders too are culpable. Why the governors are culpable likewise? The two of them, they are better sympathizers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kule. Nice having you on Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Hope to see you next time. Pastor Matthew, we're going to be taking quite a little different from others have been talking about. Over 6,000 people have been killed by insurgents, by terrorists, and some other persona non says our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu got into power. What can you say about it?
I think it's quite disturbing, and I think it's a sad reminder of what we have been passing through since insurgency started reigning supreme in Nigeria, particularly in the northern part of the country. And we can not help. We must keep demanding of the government that, as a matter of urgency, they need to possess monopoly of coercive power. Because don't forget that before the adoption of the school children in Kaduna State, there was a situation where the military high command was saying that a forest that the military hitherto used for training had been overtaken by bandits, terrorists. And as we speak, this is part of Nigeria's sovereignty, part of Nigerian territory. What I'm saying in essence is the government must think out of the box. You cannot continue doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. State police is the way to go. You want to think out of the box. I understand that about 6 states already signed on with respect to state police. 16 states. So I think the government, particularly the federal government, needs to use its influence on almost every other areas where the states seem to be unwilling to sign on to state police. Because whether we like it or not, without addressing the issue of insecurity, there's hardly any. It's very difficult for the government to make inroad in terms of development. It's very difficult to attract investors. I think, from my own point of view, having a peaceful environment is at the heart of having a good society. So for me, I think the government, we need to go back to the drawing board, look at how we structure our territorial arrangement to ensure that we do things differently from the way we have been doing it.
Okay, yes, there's this issue of buy made in Nigerian products.
By the Mr. President.
Yes, to strengthen the naira. Is this feasible?
It's feasible. Redon Mosley have been campaigning for a very long time. So Redon Mosley, I don't like his approach to some areas. But let me quickly say that the statement that came from Ngelale, the presidential spokesman, conveying the message of the president to Nigerians that we should buy Nigerian products to strengthen Nigeria. It's a good move, but let Mr. President demonstrate it. We have a Nigeria made a clear. Let us see Mr. President where he is. Let us see government come out with policies that encourage or even compel government functionaries, ministers, commissioners, senators, House of Rep members, patronize innocent motor. If you demonstrate it, that attitude of you demonstrating it, we are calling Nigeria to follow suit. I agree with you, is the way to go. It's part of what needed to be done to make Naira strengthen against dollar or other foreign currencies. But even as we are calling that the right thing to do, let the government demonstrate it. There's nothing stopping the president, Senator Bola Tinubu, by going to his fashion designers and say, make Nigerian Akara fabric for me, design for me. And let us see him in his outfits, wear it. That's leadership by example.
Okay, in Ogun State now, a Chinese company was commissioned recently where they want to be doing Adire. You know, Adire is synonymous with Abeokuta in Ogun State. And when we see Chinese companies coming to take over businesses like this, do you think all these products are still made in Nigeria products?
Partially, it's made in Nigeria product because Nigerians will be employed in the company. That notwithstanding, the company will repatriate their earnings in terms of their profit at the end of the day. But if Nigerians are patronizing the product, they will at the end of the day employ more Nigerians. And the money those people will be paid, the company will pay those workers will be spent in the Nigerian economy. I understand that the government, for the first time, they started making promises. This government, for the first time, have fulfilled one of the promise. I don't know whether the statement that came from Ngelade is true. If it's true, I think it's a record development. Giving out 1 billion each to about 75 companies to encourage them to employ people and galvanize economic activities. This is one of the promises that made as part of the ways to cushion the effect of subsidy removal on gasoline. So it looks as if this government have fulfilled one of the promises, and I encourage them to do more. I think it's a welcome development.
Some people are still scared that made in Nigeria products, according to some standards that we need to look into when it comes to production of goods and services in Nigeria, may not be as top quality as some of these products that are being brought from abroad.
I don't think that is always the issue. I think our major problem is the cost of production in China is very low. And because we don't have sustainable power supply here, you find out that if you bring in Chinese products into our economy, put together the cost of bringing it here, cost of production, it is still cheaper than what we are producing in Nigeria. That is where area we are saying, let the government address the issue of sustainable power supply to drive down the cost of production. Because even if you give a company, for instance, 1 billion to expand, so it can engage more Nigerians in terms of employing more people. If the cost of production is high, their product in the market will find it difficult to compete with imported products from China. So it is even in that regard, we may encourage government to make some policies to place high tariff on areas of some critical production that are being produced in Nigeria to discourage people from importing those products. But rather, what government is doing is ban on importation of rice through land border, and we are facing food inflation. So I think government should take out of the box and look at how to come up with policies that will encourage Nigerians to buy local products. It must do some legislation. It must do some government policies to discourage the importation of those things we want Nigerians to patronize Nigerian products, particularly in the area of increasing tariff on those goods. When you increase tariff and it becomes unfavorable for importers to import, I think they will resort to buy Nigerian products.
Thank you very much, Pastor Matthew. Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You are welcome to Bystander at the new stand.
Yeah.
Yes, this morning, I am sure
please, before we go, let me thank my God first.
Okay, sir.
Father God Almighty, I thank thee and magnify your name. I praise you for the life I give unto every one of us, both local and abroad. I thank you for all our fans all over the world, no evil befell upon them. I thank you on behalf of Mazin Namdekalo, who will still keep alive, no matter what is passing through. I thank you on behalf of Simon Eta, whom Nigeria have declared wanted now. Father, I thank you because I know you protect him and guide him, no evil befell upon him. Father, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. I thank you on behalf of Finland that accommodates him. Father, be praised in Jesus' name. I thank you for the good atmosphere given unto us. I thank you on behalf of Putin and Russia, on behalf of Netanyahu and Israel, on behalf of Donald Trump and America. Father, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. Even I thank you for Philip TV. You have provided for us to air our view, the word concerning what is happening in Nigeria, concerning the truth in Nigeria. Father, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. Amen. I am Mr. Paradeni Okokonde. In this Republic of Biafra, live Amazon Namdekalo and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazin Namdekalo. Long live Simon Epa. Long live Finland. Long live Odua Republic and their leader, Sunday Bohu. Long live Arewa Republic and whosoever will be their leader. May God bless every one of us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. Now, with some of the prayers you have made, Samuel Epa has been declared wanted. What is your take on that?
My take on this is declaring someone Epa wanted, which means Nigeria have recognized him. Because the recognition of declaring someone Epa wanted, which means someone Epa is the fear of Nigeria. And the fear of Nigeria is the acknowledgement of the strength of Simon Ekpa. You understand? So, but why declaring Simon Ekpa wanted? If you come at the list of 90-something people that were declared wanted, Simon Ekpa was number one. Why is it number one? Why is it declared wanted? Why do they want him? What crime have he committed? That's the question. And if someone committed crime by asking the freedom of his people, by standing with his people, not to be exterminated by Fulani government of Nigeria under the leadership of APC, now Tinubu in control. From 2015, APC took over. See how they are killing Biafras. Southeast become a region of no safety. The whole East, former Eastern region, now Southeast. All of them become a jungle of no safety. Why can't they declare Fulani herdsmen going from farm to farmland, killing people in that area? They declare someone that I wanted. Now, if you come on the list, even today, I saw Nenti Allah leader, charged to God as one of the founder or terrorist leader. Why is it now? Don't bring those people together to camouflage that is not someone that only they're looking for. They're looking for other terrorists. But watch what those people do and watch what someone Ekpa do. Who is supposed to declare wanted? Is it someone Ekpa or those people? Who is supposed to declare wanted? Now they include someone Ekpa because someone Ekpa is fighting for the freedom of his people, fighting for the independence of Biafra, act of Nigeria. If what someone Ekpa is doing is a crime that make him to declare wanted, then Nigeria also commit that crime. Sir Ahmadu Bello, the last Ahmadu Bello committed that crime. The late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe committed that crime. Chief Obafemi Awolowo committed that crime. Chief Anthony Nahoro committed that crime. Tafa Balewa committed that crime. Joseph Teka of TV of Big to Bet committed that crime. Because all of them, even Fela Mama committed that crime. Because all of them team hand to say British, we want our independence. Do British declare any of them wanted? Or jail any of them? Or kidnap any of them? No. They stand for the Nigeria independence and they got it. Why should Simon Ekpa be declared wanted? Why should Nnamdi Kanu kidnap and detain? Why should they carry on killing people in Biafra land? Do British bring their army to kill Nigerian citizens when Nigeria were fighting independence from them? To ask for independence, to ask for freedom is not a sin. If it's a sin, America have committed it. Because George Washington fought Britain with gun for independence of America. It's not a crime. Until France came and helped America, when George Bush managed to overcome Britain withdraw. America get their own independence. Even Britain fought for their freedom from old Roman Empire. When old Roman Empire get corrupt, as Nigeria is corrupt now, Germany was the first nation to decamp, separate from Roman Empire. British followed, and detached itself from Roman Empire. Then 10 nations came out from Roman Empire. Even Italy, where Rome now is, they came out from Roman Empire and become a nation of Italy. Nobody killed them. Nobody destroyed them. And immediately Roman is disintegrated. All the whole nation in Rome that is disintegrated from Rome start developing. That's why Europe, Western Europe, be what it is now. They develop after they disintegrate from Roman Empire. I don't see why Biafra should be a sin. I don't see why Biafra will be declare somebody wanted and kidnap somebody. Now Biafra is trying to disintegrate from Nigerian contraction as other nations disintegrated from Roman corruption. I don't know why Biafra should be killing people. Okay, now who is terrorizing? They say someone, it is at home, this. What have you done? Who is killing in Biafra land?
Is it Simon Ekpa or Biafra Liberation Army? Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Force, Biafra National League, Biafra National Guard. All of them were there guarding our people against the invaders, Fulani grabbers, land grabbers. ESM was there for against Fulani grabbers, not against Nigerian government, but against terrorists who come to our land to kill us, to rape our mother, rape our daughters, rape our grandmother, rape our wife. This is what these people were from. Now Nigerian army came in, start killing the people. Who is that terrorizing each other? Is it Biafra terrorizing Nigeria or Nigeria terrorizing Biafra? Who's supposed to declare wanted? Now they declare someone wanted. Look, let me tell you, Simon Ekpa is a lion in the jungle. Nobody can arrest him.
Yes, last week. This week, yes, because of the week, early part of the week, when Nnamdi Kanu was in court, he said if he is released in 2 minutes, it will stop all this terrorism in the southeast. And do you think as he's there, he still has a strong power in influencing some of these things that's happening?
Now, let me tell you, this is why he said, if he is released, now, as he's there, he has acknowledged that he cannot give power, cannot give order for people to obey. Because that's what one of my people said, that when you see a hero, not a hero, a brave man, when you see a brave man, you carry cutlass and we kill this brave man. When you see that brave man, when you look at you, that their cutlass will be dull. They cannot be sharp again to kill. This is what happened. If that's why he said, if I am out, if Nnamdi Kanu is out, he said, who is that beggar? Who is that the fool? He will give order. That person said no. This is why he said, if I'm out, he will look those governors and their ebubago. He will lose those politicians and their corrupt money. He will look those senators face to face and they will bow. Those people committing crime in Biafra land in the name of IPOB. Those DOS, IPOB DOS of Nigerian PLC, Chike Dozie and Co, Eba Powerful and Co, Chidna Samoru and Co, Lucha and Co. When they see him, they will bow. Most of them will bow. Peter Mba will bow. Chukwuka Soludo Chukwuka will bow. They will bow because the man, the DK, Ohamana DK is out. This is why he said, if I am out, give me 2 seconds. And let Nigeria try it. Let Nigeria try it, whether he will do it or not. Let him be out. Let us see what he will do. Whether both the Fulani, land grabbers, and Nigerian will not stand still and give him honor due to him when he speaks. Let them try it.
Okay, do you not think some of these leaders in the Southwest have a serious role to play, especially these Southeast governors, in making sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released?
Yes, they have a special role to play by making him to be detained, not to be released. They are the people holding him here. This is why he said, let me come out and see that bagger. They are the bagger. They have role to play. They play that role to suit their Fulani paymaster by holding Nnamdi Kanu there, not allow him to come out, because they know that if he come out, their own is down. He may not kill them, but they will foul. What the wind will blow, and the foul ash will be seen. That's why they don't want him to be out. And I'm still saying, Simon Ekpa is a lion. Simon Ekpa is the lion.
Please go ahead.
Simon Ekpa is a lion in the jungle. As the first headquarter on Nigerian government declare him wanted, they cannot get him because the jungle he is in is his own territory. You know all the whole security link that other wild animals to come and attack him. So he protect him. So they cannot get him. Unless they are equipped with so many equipment, like international body, Interpol and other people, United Nations and other strong nations, to go and get him. Which they will not do, because they know that Simon Ekpa, what he's doing is right, not wrong. Simon Ekpa is working under the chart of freedom fighter. And he's a lawyer, he's a politician. He was once a colonel in Finland army. So he knows everything. He knows the law. Where we hold him. You know law we hold him, and where law we hold him and where he be free. So you don't go to that place law we hold him. And remember, Nigeria declare IPOB terrorist group. And they declare someone by wanted now. But the whole world did not declare IPOB terrorist group. They do what? They said IPOB is right. They are fighting for their freedom. Therefore, the whole world did not declare it wanted. That is why you see IPOB opening liaison offices all over the world, going all over the world, making friends, recognized all over the world.
Thank you.
As they declare him wanted, unless the world declare someone wanted before he be a wanted person.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okpa.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the time. I am Mr. Paradevi Okokondem. In this Republic of Biafra, this Mama Nnamdi Kanu, and this IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Oduduwa. Long live Republic of Ariwa. May God bless every one of us in Jesus' name.
Thank you.
The lion in the jungle, Simon Ekpa, God bless you, protect you and guide you. Long live Finland, in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Can we meet you, sir?
Mr. Kades,
Yes,
Prince,
yes.
it's a pleasure having you.
My
This
pleasure
is
having
Chigozie Ndibo.
Mr. Chigozie, what's your contribution on the news making rounds?
Yeah, who is the bagger? Who is that fool
No.
that can stand against
let's respect.
what
Let's respect
the restoration of the Biafra state? That is what is happening from every indication. Of course, that truth is being exposed. That the Nigerian state has lost its relevance, its primary essence of governance, which is to protect life and property. Today, the life of Nigerians and average Nigerians is no longer safe, it's no longer secured, and cannot be guaranteed, even by the states. And what that presupposes, that the government has failed, not that it's failing. It has been reported that under this current dispensation of Tinubu, that is barely 10 months today, close to 7,000 citizens of Nigeria has been brutally murdered, and the perpetrators, the killers, the murderers has not been brought to book. Do you call that a country? Can that happen to Ghana? Can Ghanaians lose their over 7,000 citizens without any recourse to those who killed the citizens of Ghana? Or can Americans lose their citizens within a year, 7,000 of their citizens, without the perpetrators being brought to book? That is the question. Then what makes you a sensible society, a sensible government? No, that is the question that is posing to all of us. Who is that bagger that can deny the realities on ground? That things has fallen apart and the center will no longer hold. And of course, you don't blame the gods when they decide, of course, to part their way
The gods are not
with
to
this
blame.
failing system. The gods are not to blame. And by the gods, if you mean those agitating for the restoration of Biafran state, you don't have to blame them, because they have seen that under these current configurations, their lives and that of their posterity can no longer be guaranteed. And you can assure me that the state where you come from, there is no longer peace. I don't know the part of the Nigeria where you come from. Can you guarantee the peace,
Total
the
peace.
safety
Yes.
of the citizens?
It's not possible at this moment. Thank you.
So you can agree with me that whatever is happening now is a testament to the fact that this country should be balkanized and everybody should part his way. That is the lasting solutions, and we have been maintaining this over the years, and the realities are catching up with us, that not even the civilians, the citizens, or even the militaries are even safe. Everybody taking its own share or a fair share of the brutality and insecurity rocking the entire state. So the only solution, which I will be ever ready to prefer and which I have maintained, is let every region, every
this country, let them part their ways and let that become a history. Of course, Nigeria is almost a history, or it's becoming a history because with what is happening now, the military blaming the civilians have no longer confidence in the system to provide solutions to the myriads of problems in this country. Today we are justified. The militaries are crying, the Nigerian state are crying. The citizens are left, of course, at whatever happens to them, the mercy of whatever happens to them. That is quite unfortunate. Where an average citizen or family in Nigeria can no longer afford a balanced diet. A balanced diet, just a meal, is no longer feasible in this country, where the supposed minimum wage, more or less, is a killing wage. They are just paying you to go and kill yourself. Because what can 30,000 afford? From here, 4 people cannot, from here to Lekki and come back, and there is a balance left. If they happen to take a burger, or you know how much is a month now, there will be no balance for the 30,000. So what does that mean? There is serious economic crisis. There is serious insecurity in the land. Everybody is just counting on the mercy of the Almighty, because nobody said, even Abuja is not safe. The activities within those regions have been disrupted. People are afraid. By 6, everybody is trying to, get home because of the unknown. If Abuja can be so insecure, then what happens to other parts of the country?
Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure too. Thank you very much, all our viewers, wherever you're watching us from all over the globe. We want to say a very big thank you to you today for staying with us. We want to thank all those our contributors this morning, all the reviewers who have been here to speak in regards to what's been happening, news-making rounds in Nigeria. We want to thank Adewumi Adeloye, who sent a live chat. We want to thank C. Toju. We want to thank Damian Osaz, Blessing, Abia the Best, Austin Page Ugbaja. We also want to thank Felix Chikelo, Udeze Chima. We say a very big thank you to all of you. Virtually, we have come to the end of Bystanders at Newsstand today, 23rd March 2024. We say you can still, the lines are always open. Our chat lines are always open, where you can still send your comments one way or the other. And please don't forget to subscribe to our sister channel, Flip TV Plus on YouTube, where you can still make more comments. We want to say a very big thank you to those who have supported the reviewers' Easter party. From the United States, he says we should not mention his name. He sent 30,000 naira. And also Prince Gabriel in diaspora too sent 20,000 naira. For those who want to still support this Easter fiesta, this Easter party that will be put together by the reviewers, you can do that by getting across to Flip TV. Thank you very much, viewers at home. My name remains Kolade Folarin Kadesh Prince. Bye for now.